You have 30 seconds to catch. Nope, too late. We're live. Ah, you missed it.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtop gal.
Ooh. That song plays so much at work now. It's like the start of the playlist. So like I can instantly recognize when the loop has begun. And then I always think of the scene from Rick and Morty.
I still think about the time you fucking told me in passing an owner got his ass beat by a bunch of guests last night. I had to look at you like, Josh, you could have sent like an email about this, bud.
It didn't happen on property, Thomas. I don't care.
You been playing Death's Door at all? I think it'd be right up your alley.
No. I think I've lost onto what that is.
It's kind of like, imagine like, in the sort of art style of Hades isometric.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Dark Souls mixed with Legend of Zelda. With like a Studio Ghibli aesthetic.
It almost has like a sort of... What was that game? Limbo? It has that kind of art design. It looks good. It's smooth.
It sunk its teeth into me, and I played it for like 6 hours yesterday.
Lately I've been kind of pretty addicted to Hunt Showdown. I'm actually surprised it was still alive. I'm like, yeah, this game's neat, but there's no way it's gonna last. And it's been around still for a few years.
As you prepare yourself for Elden Ring.
My preparations have been... Don't think about it too much so my phone doesn't accidentally spoil me shit.
You just get a Facebook advertisement. Main character dies at the end of Elden Ring.
Of course he does!
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna pick. No, this is it. This is the one where they get it right.
This is the one where they actually do it.
Hey guys, it's actually fixed. We've got a perpetual motion. Hey, what is going on? Okay. Explain to me why you're saying I'm not active.
Potion of invulnerability.
That probably makes you invulnerable.
Ah, almost. Resistant to all damage.
I'm just saying, we could kill Stoff right now.
Nope, can't. Yeah, guys, legally you can't.
I'll just pump you full of spell meth and then you just whack them.
Magic meth.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Where have you been? That's what this whole campaign's all about,
You
dude.
tell me
How
that
many stimulants can I
pump
pump
into
into
Corvac?
Corvac?
I did love the time where I said had foresight for like days on. It felt like days on end.
You should have written something. If only you could write, you know.
I could see spelling mistakes before they happen.
Just like just the idea of like you writing, you know, like, oh yes. It's like the greatest fucking epics and poems of our generation.
God.
Written in the language nobody knows. Korvac.
I can only read this when I have foresight.
Why?
It requires future vision for everything to line up.
I have to read the current words and what I'm reading 3 seconds in advance. You don't understand.
Yeah, the whole Korvac character arc is pumping him full of stimulants and hope we don't kill him.
Well, we already got a problem with the coffee.
Magically addicted to coffee.
Yo, can't wait till that actually really does bite me in the ass.
Sorry. Well, you gotta RP that every chance you get.
I try.
So you
You claw my flesh off.
Mac, give me the fucking coffee!
I get words.
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 God damn it, we're terrible at this, guys. We're never gonna make it.
No, I like it. This works.
Words.
Words.
Stoth.
Fuh. At. Fat. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're going too fast. Can't keep up. Don't spill the wine. Got it. Got it. Oh yes, the Ottoman Empire. Thank you, sir.
It was pretty neat.
While it lasted. You know how empires can be. Josh, would you mind doing the honors, bud?
One day he's gonna be like, no.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
D&D. That's all you gotta click.
D&D.
Yay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. Where last we left off, these beautiful sons of guns had just finished their game of hide and seek with the Fae, which they now know as Kyren. Some of them were not too pleased about that, but some of them are holding that in pretty well.
God, he's good. He's just like the last druid.
Stock has Kyren.
I hate
this fucking guy.
I hate the Eternals.
Think about it from this perspective. He doesn't get to have very much fun. How often is he doing shit? How often? When was the last time he had visitors? Better really make them hate their life so they never come back, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The mist is slowly fading in the area around you, but you're still standing in this grassy plain, and it's kind of made like a sort of outer boundary of this grasslands. Karen, his wild, exotic patchwork suit of furs and dyes, and weird bits of life here and there, still stands in front of you.
Okay.
This being. I know our brains were basically fried after finally getting to the solution.
Yeah, we're all like, that was it.
Yeah, you got it right. Like, remember earlier when I was like, you guys are overthinking this? And you were like,
No, it can't be.
we got to go 4 layers deeper.
So, it's come to my attention that, as you are Fae, you could also be known as a fairy. And fairy,
What are you trying to say?
after that amusement we had, I am very parched for a coffee kind of drink. Do you happen to know or have any delicious dragon coffee?
Dragon fairy coffee.
Yes.
No. I wish. I have not been on the plane of the Feywilds in some time. I must stay here and deal with what I can. There is many sort of beings scattered throughout my forest. Nothing here that is like that. But take what you wish. You'll find it ample and helpful.
Are there beings like in my vicinity?
No, because they said you're still in this weird grassy patchwork.
Damn,
that's
you're
not
right.
actually in the jungle yet.
Damn. So he said we can go to his jungle. We can go to his jungle. We can take a look at shit.
Yes.
Wolfpack, are you still suffering from caffeine withdrawal?
You will me use my, the forest. You all guests. You have my seal of approval. Yes.
That's cool.
You be allies to me as well. The curator.
I miss him so much.
As do I. He was a good friend and partner.
To answer your question, Mac, it creeps in my mind every now and again, and when I see a hope, it just takes. It's just disappointing when I don't see it. But
Is there a way to stop that?
Drink more.
drink more. See, drink more.
But wouldn't that just make it worse?
How long do you live?
Like 80 years.
Does the woofy stuff make you live longer?
Yeah. So.
Oh,
How much longer?
maybe.
What does severe dragon fairy coffee withdrawal do to regular beings? Regular beans. Even someone like Korvac?
Corvac's not just some regular being.
I
What he said. Yes.
I'm concerned for you, Korvac.
You needn't be. He's so far away from such things like that.
Wait, as in like so far away from the coffee, or so far away from the bad stuff
Now, what if I had?
of coffee?
What if
Both.
Both.
What if you
Okay.
knew there was? What if you knew there was dragon coffee at like Priven's for sale right now?
There it is.
Where?
Go to the man that said he sold you the last vial.
I don't have a lot of money on me left. I don't think. I'm just counting my purse real quick.
How do they
Oh,
make
wait,
dragon
I do
fairy
have money.
coffee?
Little dragon.
Dragon. Oh, you all are aware that dragon fairies are not the same as dragons, yes?
Yes.
No, I thought it was like a dragon and fairy.
Come on, man, you're a druid. You're supposed to, you know. Okay. Yes.
Can we Can we brew it? Can we make it in this plane of existence? What? Why not?
Is this the Feywild?
It could be.
No.
What is special about the Feywild that we don't have?
Well, Max, think about
Well,
it.
it's the Feywild, that's for one.
What, you know how boiling water at sea level is different than boiling water in the mountains?
How the fuck?
He's got the...
How the fuck would Cormac know that?
I've traveled
He's a mountain. He's on the mountains constantly.
And I've been
Altitude
down-
affects boiling point. He would
also-
absolutely know about that, you jackass. He's got a high survival.
It's boiling water, and you need to do that to survive.
I agree. I got a high survival.
This motherfucker's never had to boil water on a mountain before. Ooh, Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
Any water I've ever had to boil in a mountain was in a different.
In a magnificent mansion.
Dude,
Not,
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of like that about Mac though, because like he learned all his shit from books, and it's just like you can only learn from books, not from experience.
I read about it. I lived it.
but yes. Is there any way we could take land from the Feywild and put it in this plane?
Okay. All you would have to do is change magical properties of the entire atmosphere, the ground, and the earth around it. Change the resonating frequency of the universe in that pocket. Also, the sun would have to be different, as would be the water. And of course, the daylight cycle doesn't quite match up. The magical mist you'd have to account for as well. Also, the nitrogen levels would be slightly different. And the animals. the animals, that would be different as well. So yeah, if you just change every single one of those things, absolutely you could do it, yes.
I feel like a portal would be easier.
Easy.
Oh, yeah, just actually going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it would. Funny, they always ask how to make the Fae in the material plane, but nobody ever asks how you put Shadowfell in the material plane.
Is there a Shadowfell equivalent of Dragon Fairy coffee?
No! But you should be concerned that people are putting the Shadowfell in the material plane.
Okay,
is
so
all.
is that
How-
easier?
It's happening already.
So
How much of the Shadowfell?
How much is an acceptable level?
0.1 per
Yeah,
point
more than
1
that.
million?
That's more than that.
0.001 parts per million.
Someone who you all have recently discovered to be the Praetorian is sealing some doors, like this plane and, others, but also weakening some points, hyperfixating the stress points between worlds. I think you saw that with your friend's sister, yes?
Yes.
I think that's what he was trying to do. Make a little hell on Earth. A little Earth in hell. And then there was a little bit of profit taken just for him somewhere. I think that's what all these reefs are. Some might just be taking. Some might be fueling. He's taken a lot of energy from strong deposits of Fey power that I've left. Like your tree, your home. Like your friends' remains. He was also getting a little bit of arcane off that one as well. So leads me to believe every form of power, every form of energy, he's finding a way to drain and keeping it. But also, if Shadowfell, maybe other places as well, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Not me. I just have some. Some knowledge. Not all.
Well, we're also under the understanding that there might be also demons on this plane, so...
Oh, yes. Oh, yes,
So,
for sure.
very much definitely doing that, I would imagine. Okay.
First man's just here to kill those demons, then he just leaves.
There's a cat in my chair.
Cat.
That would explain your new friend's arrival is. Also, not good to be locked out of one home. One could agree.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to ask?
Got any cool insects around here?
Hmm.
Can I take one? Sick. Alright, look. I guess I'm looking for insects now.
So hold on. We haven't left here yet.
Oh, in your forest. I want your forest insects.
I figured as much. Real fast, and it just kind of touches your forehead. Then, like, instantly, you are sort of teleported to this place that is, it's just kind of like equidistant and equilateral, perfectly lined up trees. And there's this mist. It's kind of like a non-liminal space sort of in the forest itself. It's bizarre, and you kind of get the sense that it's more like a mindscape than it is an actual location. And he stands there in front of you. Do you wonder why I brought you here?
I do.
Why didn't you ask? I would have told you.
if it was something that we should talk about.
Oh, you people are so fun to play with. This world has a very big luxury of any other worlds that have been around. It was made twice. What's naturally occurring? He kind of waves his hands, and you just see like a cosmos, and then dusts and scraps being wrapped around a small depleted star and slowly creating a planet. And then it fast forwards and spins and spins and spins, and you can see so much fire and war and destruction on it, and then it spins and spins and spins. And then again, by us, powerful beings who became more powerful as time went on and have been here since the beginning, like me and my friend the curator and the first man and the world serpent and all with him. So because of that, it has fail-safes, protections, design. And those are weaknesses, as one of the creators is now helping the enemy unravel what we have done. There is fail-safes within fail-safes. That is what the Evertree is for. I cannot be here forever, and I cannot sense and heal everything that comes up. That is up to other beings as well. And I'm glad the Evertree has grown powerful enough to pick its own defenders as well. Because I can provide best things as well, but it's good to know it is doing that. Because you must see. And he shows... You see the man you refer to as the future man again, standing almost in front of you. And then warped to some sort of screen. He's standing in front of some sort of... It's impossible to tell what it is. It's too infinitely complex for anything that you've seen. But then you're shown heat, violence, death. He's not from here, like many others who are here now. He came from a time and a place that you have not yet been. A place you could maybe one day see, but the time, no, for it was a different universe's version. His people chose a different path than the one of this universe. And they hyper-fixated on military, industrialism, and power. This for a time created a golden age of success and happiness. However, it led to a much more worse war, with weapons beyond our comprehension, well, at least mine. I just use magic. Something he had created, or someone had created for him, or something he stole from someone who had created it, ripped him from that time at the last moment and saved him. I think it also has aided him in other ways as well. But because of that, he doesn't view this as weakness. He doesn't view this as strength, that we found peace. He views this world as weak, because they are not like him. And instead of learning from us, he wishes to poison our world. And he will do this. He does not believe the Praetorians. He does not believe the Praetorians believe that there is a reset switch. Like Malin does. But he still wishes to execute as many as he can. Because he believes that it's the only way for people to evolve and get better. Even if that means it's just him. Malin has his doubts now.
About the reset switch.
Yes. Enough blocks have been chipped in that.
So what does Malin believe now?
Malin has invested so much of his life. He's now spent more time hunting for revenge for his family than he ever spent actually with his family. He's invested so much time with these people that it'd be impossible to just throw that away overnight, even if his faith is wavered. He still doesn't believe your people should live, because his people suffered. But still, no one likes to be lied to. I know the Evertree sent you, made you so much of what you are now. Not to discredit you, you've done so much too. But these people must be stopped. At all costs. And I might be disconnected from the Evertree.
You?
Yes, but I still behoove you on behalf of both the Fae and the Evertree that these people must be stopped. Your friends, and then images of these two showed up, have found many a non-violent solution. And then they show Reginald and Regina to many of their problems. Your friend's solution cannot be stopped that way. I've seen many futures and I've looked into his mindset. Murder is the only way. Death is all he can understand. Like a rabid animal, his plague must be stopped before it goes somewhere else.
I was literally about to ask about, is there a way we can, save the Praetorian without using non-violence?
That's not what he said.
It
He
was.
said nothing about the Praetorian.
It was the future man.
Talks to me again. That might have been Josh's show.
Yeah.
Damn.
All work and no play makes Brian a dull boy.
That's all it says. Kill Josh, kill Josh, kill Josh, kill Josh.
Bats, baby. Kill Josh, kill Josh.
So how do I find him? How do I learn his whereabouts in order to stop him? I scry on him and he's in one place, but I know that he's long gone by the time I figure out where that place would be.
He's a hunter. He hunts. He's constantly on the move. He has campsites all over the world. He hops from place to place. It is hard to track him. You know 2 locations.
Sure.
His final destination and where his boss lives. And I cannot emphasize this enough. If he gathers everything he needs and finds a way to fix it, it will be everyone's final destination as well. the Praetorian gets what he wants, even if he feels he's betrayed as well. Though I find he probably will live through it.
So should I go to the North Shore? 'Cause that's like...
You got magic, you know where you're looking, he's still finding it. The Praetorian knows of its location. He will only give it to him when he feels like their mission is done enough. Or maybe as backup plan. So this time, we know that much. He's holding out. Because like a wild dog, it needs a short leash. But his armies put together monsters and criminals. He knows their loyalty only goes as far as their own means. Malin sacrificed his own immortality that he garnered himself and that of his foes, and I'm sorry, his fallen allies. All of his Aasimar brothers, except for a few handfuls, slew themselves so that he may rise them as an undead army. He had vowed once to avenge them, to rebuild this society. And now look how far he has slumped. He sacrificed them to make an army of undead, except of course for a handful of his champions. And he's hardly an Aasimar anymore. He's something else entirely. The poison of hatred runs deep with these people. Praetorian finds you people a bug and wishes to eradicate you all. He views the Eternals as proper inhabitants of this world. So ultimately, I'm pretty sure he's okay with everyone betraying him in the end. He's confident enough that he can kill them all anyways.
Well, the Praetorian is the final insect for Stoff to capture.
Do you know how we fix the communication to the Eternals?
The only Eternal we cut from is the Curator.
Okay, then not the Eternals. What am I thinking of?
The gods.
Just everything. He's basically put an other dimension shield around the entire material plane.
Because like if we're gonna fucking have an army, right? That like an end-game type army.
We might not get that far. But we'll see.
But what are you talking about? Go on.
Because like everyone's cut off for their gods, so their power's like kind of like diminished in a way, unless they fucking cast a level up, right?
No, paladins and clerics still have access to their power.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
But can
Only things like communicating with gods and shifting into other planes.
But can
i.e.
it get to a point?
Absolutely, anything can get to a point.
Yeah. Alright.
Just wait until he blots out the sun.
I want that. It's just gonna be one full moon the whole time.
Yeah.
A blood moon.
God, I like this guy now.
You know what? I am gonna join him, I think.
The age of man is over.
Malin's like, wait, there's another age? We're not resetting this bitch?
Nope.
It's the werewolf age.
Sorry, Malin. I was just bringing up a new group of people to take over the world.
I think we should kill Korvac.
So we just go and try to take down the Praetorian?
If you wish to die, you can certainly head right into him if you want. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what the next move should be.
You have time. Do not get so far-sighted, blind-sighted, near-sighted, short-sighted.
Tunnel vision?
Tunnel vision? Yes.
Do I know about tunnels?
Of course.
Yeah.
Don't forget to live your life. Or else what are you fighting for?
Exactly.
You have time. Your enemy's on the move,
Mm-hmm.
but they eat figs in the sun too.
I prefer good berries.
Whatever. Your dessert or fruit of choice in your desired location and time of day. Whatever. The question is, are you up for it?
I am.
You were selected, you were picked, and finally, if I say so myself. But this is what you were prepared to do.
It's what needs to be done.
Precisely.
Thank you.
Take this. And he kind of pulls out a dense green sort of emerald. It has some sort of like fungal growth on it. And like moss surrounds that. That's like a deep shade of green. And it's kind of speckled a little bit here and there. If you or an ally within proximity for this will, if you will allow it, let them stand back up on their feet immediately. With a little bit of gusto as well.
What do you mean by with gusto?
Well, if you're tired, maybe not as much. If you need a little bit of juice in the wagon, maybe some juice gets in the wagon, you know what I'm saying? Do you? Okay, good.
A couple orange shoes, hell yeah!
Some things that have been lost will be found, you know, that sort of stuff.
Is it Adderall?
You're not there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll figure out that part when it comes time.
He just immediately uses it.
Alright, I lay down. Use it.
You didn't fall in battle. You just laid down.
Korvac stabbed me.
You don't have to stab me, you can just hit me.
Snap his neck.
I heard. I was gonna say. I've heard about these. The code word is chaos control.
You're not Chaos Emeralds, Josh!
Well, we've reached that part of the campaign where we've just all run out of ideas, and we're just gonna use Sonic the Hedgehog storyline.
No, I'm not using Sonic the Hedgehog storylines.
Well, thank you for the emerald, for the gift. Thank you for saving my life at the first rift.
I mean, saving your life helped infinitely more in the long run, trust me. So I should have thanked you. I could not let you simply get obliterated.
Thank you for helping me find this journey of my life that allowed me to get my family back.
This is good. I like this.
Sorry. At least it wasn't the wine.
Yeah, I know, right? You're welcome. Friend, stop. These gifts were not gifts. These were things that were earned
Yes.
and bestowed. You have got your family back, but do not lose the fire in your heart.
I gotta fight to keep them.
Precisely. Now you have skin in the game. You cannot run away. You must fight. The agents of chaos and evil wish to burn all in their wake. The green cannot grow on ash. And even if it did, I don't think the people that would remain would take care of it.
But does not a phoenix rise from the ashes?
That's the Phoenix. Go talk to the Phoenix. I'm the Fae. I'm Kaylin. You can go to them, sure. But you can always come to me as an ally.
Okay.
And for counsel if you need. But remember, observe, look inward, and if you ever find yourself lost or needing of guidance, look towards the trees that you've always looked towards. Look towards that safety you've always felt there. The woods whisper too, my friends. I think you know that. Earth Mother might not be my greatest fan, but I'm a good fan of hers. She does good work. And then as soon as you're done finishing that, he kind of pulls his finger back. Even though he wasn't doing that the entire time, but like you just cut back to real world and he's pulling his finger back and it's almost as if no time has transpired whatsoever. Yes. Your friend is good.
He is. He's done.
You got all that with just a poke?
You need more?
No.
Usually they have to take blood samples.
Well, that was only talk with him, yes? So what is next on your agenda?
Well, I know what I want.
Dragon fairy coffee?
Yeah, well, that's one. Yeah, that's one of them.
You gotta find yourself a beast.
Yeah. What about you?
I gotta find this future man.
It doesn't. Well,
I don't think he wants to be found right now.
No, not right now. But in our adventures, I'm sure we'll find the right directions.
He's hard to miss.
Yeah.
Can walk into any village and be like, have you seen... Ooh, I could draw a portrait of him.
Not necessary. Anybody seen something with a magic eye? Yes.
And a long rifle.
I do have a question, and it's... I do excuse me if it's a bit off color. But why are you and the Fae not friends anymore?
You care to take a guess?
They did something you didn't like, or you did something they didn't like.
You'd like to take a guess as to what that might be, smart man? Book boy?
Exist in this plane of existence?
Try again. Rebuild the whole fucking world against design of gods and man, maybe?
oh,
Maybe just a little bit not good against the court's vision. Just a little bit.
Just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
And that's what I said. I said it's very important that these people stay alive, yes. It'd be bad to let them die, yes. But apparently...
These are the people giving Basco advice. Not you, the Fae.
Different people in charge now, but in exile is exile.
Was it not reversible?
Do I look like I want to go home?
This is a great home you have here.
Thank you. This guy gets it.
I don't like the hide and seek. Can we not do that next time? Is there
Fine, we play blackjack next time you come around.
I think you can find home anywhere in the world, but your first home's always gonna have a spot in your heart.
You're standing in my home.
Who's to say he felt home with the Fae?
I mean, that's very true stuff.
I just see them standing at home. I'm here. I make my home. My home is where I go. No, quite literally. And he kind of turns and a tree just instantly starts growing and is massive and has like just kind of house built into it throughout.
I immediately just start touching the tree. It's a nice fucking tree.
You can't teleport into it and you can't shift through it like you do normal stuff. Good trying.
Fuck.
Oh! Idea! And he kind of just disappears and just opens the front door and closes it behind him for a little bit.
Can I fuck the tree?
That would probably be a good move.
What?
I probably would be a good move.
Probably would be a good move. That gum you like is coming back in style.
Are you going to come out?
I was expecting you guys would maybe
Go
chat for a little bit,
Yeah.
rather than just immediately start yelling at the door.
Hey! Hey!
We can't exist without DM's introgression!
So we're killing them, right?
No. So when he poked me in the forehead,
What about that? You just poked in the forehead.
he kind of like generated a little forest that we existed in. We talked a lot about a lot of stuff, but mainly what I gotta tell you guys is Malin's starting to not believe in the reset button, if you will.
That's interesting.
But it doesn't change anything.
Oh.
Yet. He still has so much invested into this that why would he change his mind?
I've actually been thinking. I've always thought Malin was turnable in some ways, but I've always wondered, is there a way we can save the Praetorian?
How was Malin savable?
He's just a man that's been damaged by the loss of his family.
But he's also done that to many others.
Don't get me wrong, it ain't looking good for him, but he still has a human soul at the, core of it.
Not a
His-
human. Not a human soul.
I mean, I don't need to be that guy.
Humanoid soul.
A soul.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of rules a ASMR soul has to follow. Not everybody's the same like that. Not everybody technically has free will.
Technically, does any of us have free will?
Yes.
Excuse me.
We've had many of godlike beings tell us we've completely changed the future. Would you consider that free will?
That's the closest you're gonna get to it, considering if all things are predetermined, changing a predetermined path is free will.
That's what I'm saying.
So he comes out of his doorway eventually. Ah, yes. Thank you for waiting. So where to next, boys?
What were you doing?
I had to take shit.
You're so nosy.
Yes, that's back.
You didn't just press the digitated away?
Oh my god.
Am I wizard?
Yeah, what?
Are you druid? Question mark. You could use druid craft.
Are you human? Shut up.
I think Druidcraft takes away shit, doesn't
I'm
it?
half human. But that
Where's the rest of them? Ah! So,
I still want to go into your woods.
for insect?
For insect.
What insect you want?
Do a butterfly.
Don't do it. If he stays there too long, he'll claim squatters' rights.
I'm just in the market for rare insects.
Do one that flies.
I got a fucking wasp, a giant wasp.
Tarantula?
Do you have to keep insects in it, or it can be like anything?
He's using it for giant insects, so yeah, probably.
Hopefully.
Granted, a giant spider is an arachnid, not an insect, and technically is
It just
exempt from
explodes
the...
out of his jaw and kills him.
Shit, you're right. Just glue on 2 more legs.
Yeah,
You
I
keep
all
a
I
jaw
got is
full of lobsters.
a centipede and a desert wasp right now.
You want arachnid?
Oh, what?
You want spider? Furry boy?
Will you allow me to fucking
Yeah, here you go. And he just lifts up a jar with the spider in it.
Oh, okay. I thought he
Those
just
aren't
picked it up
technically
with his hands. Like, oh fuck.
Thank you. Will I be allowed to use this for giant insects?
Yes?
Yes.
Only assholes make distinction between spider and insect.
Okay.
What stops all the insects inside your jar from fighting each other?
I got multiple.
Did you
jars,
see that? Did I put that in jar with other insects?
I lift up my loincloth. And dangling here are the jars. See, look, I got the centipede here. I got the giant wasp here.
You put the watch over the Billy Boy?
Yeah.
That's...
Maybe I should.
Yeah, tarantula better.
No.
Look like bush.
Centipede. Just turn around towards my
Someone
butt.
hasn't been on wheeled port side late at night.
I know way too much about you now, stop.
You're welcome. And I put down the loincloth.
Now, gentlemen.
Yeah.
What's next on the agenda? Where do you go? How do you hunt? Malin appears to be hunting Eternals due to the death of the Eternal Dragon and his absorption of his power. I can only assume he's going to do that again.
I was thinking that might be the only way we can get Malin to come out.
He would not risk losing his whole army coming to get me.
But what if we got all the remaining Eternals together?
That would be too strong. Why would he attack that?
Because I don't want the Eternals to get hurt.
2 big egos. 2 small location with fight and go away from each other. No good.
The World Turtle's pretty chill.
Weird. Name one location that can fit World Turtle and someone else.
He's got a point.
It would have to be like an artificial island.
Also, Malin swim out and fight World Turtle? I don't think so, no. He's good and safe where he is, yes.
So let's just go by the land living Eternals then.
Well, you got rid of the Titan. And the koi fish.
Yeah.
We didn't so much get rid of the Titan as, turn him into a whole nother being.
Is he here now?
No.
Then you got rid of him.
Maybe. He could be the spirit.
This
inside of
conversation would be so much shorter if you didn't always have where to disagree.
I never thought about that. Mac, he's got a good point.
You have Keith to worry about. You have Vulcan, you have the Naru, Phoenix and Quetzalcoatl. In me.
To be honest, I do kind of want to see the Phoenix and the Quetzalcoatl.
They are in the ocean between the continents in the northern half.
Yep, we've heard.
So, much like the koi, difficult for him to get to. Also, tag team duo.
I understand it's not high priority, but they just seem majestic,
Well,
you just want to look at them once.
But you beautiful people, good to look at.
Are
For
you,
sure.
are you wanting to catch one?
I don't think I can do that,
Mm-mm,
Mac.
mm-mm.
I just wanted to see them. Don't you want to see them?
Isn't
I
the
mean,
future
yeah.
man supposed to come to Backstreet soon? Or at least we thought he was going to Backstreet, right?
You're talking
Not
about
the future
the
man.
first man.
The first man, yeah.
Yeah, we do need to.
Yeah,
speak
dude, the
with
future man's already at Castle Backstreet. Waiting
Fuck.
for you to
Yeah,
teleport there.
guys.
You're gonna teleport there and he's got like a gun behind you. I knew. I told you I was fine, Jack. This town's finished. Maybe he was taken care of. Now that I look at Liz, maybe he was taken care of. Potential allies? A new army? Garnering strength? Keith should be kept safe. Is very agreeable.
What would you do with Keith?
Not my call.
Hey, Mac. Do we still have Clue?
Yes?
We do. I'm just saying that Seal was pretty. If we could get by it, Malin could probably get by it.
Yeah?
I'm thinking maybe we should shut the door for a good long time.
I'm worried that he'd still be able to get in.
Because what goes through it? Do you not have the card?
Universal solvent.
And?
That's an ant. I don't even remember that.
The solvent.
There's always an and. I'll give you one good guess as to what the and is.
It's a wish.
It is.
So-
Why is wish so good?
So maybe Move is somehow getting Keith away from there?
Or just. I don't think that's possible.
He's very agreeable boy. You can get him to do lots of stuff. You want help from me?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, one time.
Mm-hmm.
I only will help you once. And then after that, no more, but I think for good of the world, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And he raises his hands and sort of like it's similar to travel via plants. But it's not quite the same. Something is different about it because you're not, walking through a tree. But you are instantly then teleported to the nearest bit of actual ground, earth, before you start walking onto the rock that is the temple to get into Keith's lair. You know who Keith is? Have we been over this?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
So basically, another Pangear that was super, super, super... They got along for a long time. They were vastly technologically advanced. Were fighting some sort of enemy, undisclosed. And they basically realized that they were fucked. So that the only thing that they could do was this perfect, program they had made. They basically jammed it into a sort of domestic servant bot, essentially, and redesigned it to be this perfect supercomputer, because that's all that they had left, and then sent it back in time with the information that they had garnered over years and years and years. But however, doing so, being that it was a supercomputer or quantum computer, and that it was just given the ability to time travel, it basically learned the rules of the fabric of time, space, and reality, and is able to openly manipulate them at his will. But because he's also a, kind of like the thing from Halo, just like a robot designed to answer your questions. Originally, it was like thought to be just sort of something like that. It's just kind of like a helper bot. It's just like, I'm here to help you. It's just like, oh, yeah. Is there a problem? What can I do for you? But the issue is he's capable of warping time and reality, so all someone has to do is just ask him to do something horrible, and he'll probably do it.
Yep, that pretty much sums it up.
Nice.
Appear to be having maybe stream issues. No, it's good on this end. It's getting a little jumpy. No, it's fixed. So it kind of let me get the proper music going. Ladies and gentlemen,
Baker
Baker
Street.
Street.
Catch Keith in your Pokeball.
Silly creature.
You make your way down. The bell is rang. The seal starts coming out to attack you. But he turns around, the Fae, and goes shh. And it just sort of goes back under the water. And ignores him. And the door opens. You make your way down the stairs, through the pillars, and into the blank void that is Keith's atmosphere. Wait 1 second.
Real nice of him to leave us oxygen.
And it's at this point, just like the first time, a giant eye appears in front of you, filling most of your vision. Oh, hey guys! Didn't see you there!
How's it going, Keith?
Oh, it's going well! Oh, pardon. Newcomer, huh?
Scared me.
Oh, sorry. And he immediately shrinks down to about, twice football size.
It was hilariously scary the first time we saw him.
Because he didn't realize what it was. He was just like, oh god!
How does time work in here? Did it just feel like we left and then came back in?
And he understands time and reality.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. This guy gets it. K-Red, what can I do for you? Well, it is interesting question. I know you're an agreeable man. Oh, yes, some would call it my downfall. Yes, that's why you were asked to hide yourself here. Understandable and sticking to it. One more rule, if a guy named Malin comes and asks you to do anything, don't do it. Got it? And then he turns to look to you. Okay, done.
God damn it, why are we so stupid?
You guys think a big idea requires a big answer. Often requires a tiny one.
Maybe we should expand upon it and say that you can only listen to what we say.
That would be...
Stupid.
Yeah.
What if you die tomorrow? Keith's fucked forever?
That wouldn't be fair.
Does he know what Malin looks like?
Do you? Does he?
Yeah, does he?
Yes.
Keith? Oh, yeah. That was just like...
Keith looks to you and is just like, I have downloaded all of your memories and ideas and concepts. I know everything that you do now.
Okay.
That's right, that's
Yeah,
a thing
yeah.
he did.
Because I didn't want him to just Malin to come up and be
You've
like...
been added to the core concept of my reality.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But yeah.
You're furry.
I'm a bugbear.
I'm metal.
Do you know how old he is?
Yes.
How old is he?
This question's already been answered anyways.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was easy.
Quite. As most things are when Keith's involved.
Yeah. God, it's so just tempting to ask him to fix all our problems.
Why don't you try it, bud? It's...
How many more problems would that create?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're good computer, you tell me.
A lot!
Yeah.
And seeing as how I have to deal with almost none of them, it kind of seems unfair that I'd create them.
True.
So, should I go back to my ceaseless void?
Enjoy yourself, Keith.
Huh?
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you! And he's just kind of sort of like into the eternal darkness.
Nice.
Well, see, yeah, pretty easy guy.
Yeah, he's very agreeable.
Let's go. And he starts walking back up, out into the same bit of dirt
Wait,
that
are
you
we?
guys stood on immediately at the
Does
beginning.
anybody, it's just like uncanny how much he kind of is like the curator, but just got such a different attitude, you know?
Who, me?
Yes, it's refreshing. I like it.
You don't like curator?
Oh no. It's like you ever have too much.
Basco.
You have too much chocolate, and then you just want strawberry, you know?
I'm strawberry.
Yes.
To him, maybe good berry.
Ooh, good berry. Yeah, I can see that.
Guava for you, maybe? I don't know. I didn't really get to talk to you much.
Poke him in the forehead.
And you just get like a.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yes. Oh, wait, here. Do we have any questions for Keith?
No,
Already
I
left.
think
You already left, Keith.
We're gonna bring him back out.
Ah! Going back in.
no. Let him be. We literally did our mission statement for coming here.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to ask him questions.
I
He's not.
don't have anything, do you?
I mean, we could ask him, how, what does he think of...
Who's his boss? What does he think's going on?
Maybe he knows things about the Praetorians. How they do.
You don't think the Fae, who's also an Eternal, who grew up with him, might have something to say about that?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think it's time for your guys' conversation, then. Even the fucking Fae.
Yeah, you're the guy who's standing right in front of you. You're worried about asking questions of another guy. Once again, remember, simple solution, not big solution. How about you ask this fucking guy some questions?
All right, let's see.
Nah, get Keith back out here.
Question number 1. Is there a way we can use non-violence to win over the Praetorian?
I don't.
Is there more than one way to make egg for breakfast?
Yes?
All right then.
I just eat it raw.
Sad, man. You're so sad. Put a little bit of salt, cook a little something. Your wife's back alive now. Please eat full egg.
How do you cook that egg?
What?
How does he like his eggs? Not in a literal sense.
Oh, he's a sad man who lost family.
And he thinks that our kind was the thing that took his family away, which arguably
Yes, that
we
happened.
did, yes. But it was just a few of us, and the vast majority do not agree with that.
His life was stolen from him well before his family was.
What do you mean?
Our job has been fixing your mistakes since the beginning of time. And then you killed his family for it.
Max. I don't see another way around it. I don't know how we would stop him, but we'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't sit right with me putting him down like a rabid animal.
He does more than just feel sad. He's felt above you his whole life.
He doesn't think we deserve to live.
He's the host of the Arcanum. I mean, that's got to fill your pocket a little bit. Didn't you ever notice some people get a little aggravated with the curator because he has the answers to a lot of questions? How do you think he must feel? The area against level with almost all wizards got magic because of his manipulations. Has that font, that ability, that power. He doesn't merely hate you. He despises you, yes. But to him, you're like fire ants.
Just a nuisance.
How do you
It might, we infested his whole planet. It might take a long time and a lot of planning, but he's had hundreds of over 100 years. He will do it if left unchecked. But now here you are, checking him. I don't want to say there is no way. I can't foresee it. But at the end of the day, he's a baby boy who lost his mommy and daddy. And instead of learning his place in the world, he's filled with fuel, anger, and he never learned the lesson for kindness to things underneath him. And now, if he can't rule it, he'll burn it. If I were to take a guess, his mindset is that of this future man. It's letting the cream rise to the top and boiling all the rest underneath. And something about tyrants, when they pick that cream that gets to rise to the top, it's usually people he can trust to kiss his ass, but also people of power. If you think you can negotiate, maybe. But look at the torment he's done to Malin. He took another hurt man and turned him into a monster. He's not just a monster, he's a monster maker.
Yes, quite a lot to think about. I don't have really a good answer to how you would fix a man like that.
And neither do I.
Which brings us to question number 2. Is there a way we can help the curator get back into this reality?
Kill the Praetorian.
I'm seeing a lot of
Can I
kill the
see-
Praetorian.
May I see, like, an option B?
Find whatever magic he's using and find a way to dispel it. The curator would have known more.
Well, I mean, the first man found his way in.
The first man used the demonic artifact he knew about for punching holes into the parts of hell he was already in.
Yeah.
The curator used fine-tuned machines that are perfectly designed for this universe's harmonic frequencies. You jazz that up, all of his thousands of years of work is wasted.
Yeah.
Question 3.
Yeah.
Are you safe here?
I think he
On
said
the
he was.
edge of Keith's house?
Well, no, in your home.
I've said that already.
He could wipe out, or at least risk Malin's entire army.
And if as soon as a single foot churchill gets up to me, I just teleport anywhere I want, like I did right now with you.
Plus, they can't move.
They have to play hide and seek with me.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, who is the... What Eternal is most likely at risk next?
Well, we took care of one, that's for sure.
Well, like I said earlier, I'm not sure. Maybe the world serpent, but no one knows what he is at any given moment.
What about the Leviathan?
Ocean. We have already discussed
Oh,
this.
see, he's not gonna swim and fight a leviathan. So, world turtle. Let's just go down the fucking list. World turtle out. Leviathan out, because if we can't handle subtle nuance in conversation, we'll just go fucking through the fucking list. Keith, we just dealt with. Curator out. World serpent. He doesn't know where it is. Vulcan, you know where that is. Nerub, also set at risk, but also hidden in the middle of a major city, which he mentioned earlier as well. World turtle in the ocean. Phoenix, Quetzalcoatl, also in the ocean. Great Koi, no longer here. So, he'll re-emphasize the point that he said earlier, and that maybe he was trying to clear out potential allies for you and opposition, and get a free army out of it on the way.
This. If you're so worried about him, maybe we speak to Vulcan. Maybe or search for the world serpent, because I find that'll probably be difficult.
He travels far, quickly.
Really.
He cannot be approached without you knowing it. You know how snake lays belly on the ground and can feel vibrations?
Yeah.
Think how easy he can feel vibration when he's several miles long.
So he's got the advantage of choosing when, if, and how the fight will be. So I think he's probably pretty good then.
Many people tried. They failed. World Serpent was too big to be killed. What?
No, I just...
You seem to have thought.
Yeah, why would you want to kill the world serpent? Other than that's big and scary.
We all had many jobs, yes?
Yeah.
What do you think his job was?
Terraforming to some degree, I imagine.
Clearing out the last of the armies.
Ah.
Seek Tom. We all had dirty work to do. Some dirtier than others.
That's true. I don't know why I thought
Everything was crystal clear and we were kept our hands clean the whole time and just played like Play-Doh and made the world a better place.
yeah. I thought
It's fun to be a child sometimes.
Ignorance is bliss.
And the curator planned it all. He's a man that carries much guilt in his head and heart.
Okay. Well, I say I'm putting my vote towards seeing the Fae. How urgent do you think maybe we go into that junk in the north?
Wait, what are you suggesting doing first?
I think he wants his coffee first.
I do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes more sense. Go into Active Purpose to get my coffee. But no, I wanted to see the wild forest. The wild. I'm sorry. Excuse
The
me.
Feywild.
That's not it.
To
The
go
wild
get-
wood. That could be a totally different.
Oh, to
thing.
get your hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You talking about the North Shore shit?
Yeah. Or
No, the jungle cat he wants to put in his Pokeball.
yeah, but I also mentioned like
He said how urgent is the North stuff.
because
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
because your character would
Yeah.
probably get that more.
hunting down a man, stopping trying to nuke the entire world is a little bit more important than you getting a big cat.
Exactly. As much
Agreeable.
as I want a big cat, guys.
He's been a good boy. He's sat
He's
patiently.
deserved the good cat.
Give me the coffee. Give me the coffee. Give me the coffee. Give me the coffee.
Well, what's the layout of the world like? Where's the cat
We go to
in
that coffee
correspondence
place.
to the nukes and
Ho-
correspondence
Okay,
to
bud.
the...
Yeah, we'll have this conversation.
Hardly necessary.
So this is Pangaea.
That's where we're at. Or no, that's the whole continent.
So this is this map.
Yeah,
This is this map that we use occasionally.
yeah.
That is this.
Okay.
So for comparison,
Yeah,
this thing is somewhere up here somewhere.
the North Shore.
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing is right here.
The Beast?
Mhm.
Okay. And then the coffee
Improvements.
for Vince? Right there?
Mhm.
Okay. And where are we currently standing?
Can't wait till this boils down to that. Oh, we just teleport.
Here.
There? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we're really kind of close to the North Shore.
I mean, everything's teleportation distance. away.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a question. I don't know why I've got such a cough going on.
Thank you for that.
This North Shore, is it colder than anything we've ever experienced? Would we need anything to...
It's pretty cold, yes. Maybe some thicker jackets.
Turn into a werewolf.
Yeah, I can do that, Mac. What about you?
I could go buy a jacket and fribbits.
Buy a jacket and boots.
Is there anywhere else you must go now?
Yes, we do need to speak with the first man in Back Street.
Hmm.
Presumably he will be there soon.
I think he's already probably there. We've been here for a while.
I will take you there for you, if you wish.
To Back Street?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okie doke. Any questions for me before we go?
Can you teach me that fucking travel via plants that's not really travel via plants?
You must become more powerful and broaden your mind.
I'll be back.
Sure you will, cowboy. Catch! And he just throws something at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I broke the artifact, guys.
That was a good fumble if somebody just had something thrown at him.
Dexterity save. Oh, God. 13. 13.
Just shatter it.
Wait, it's a saving throw. I can roll again. I'll do it. I'll do it on down the wall. Yeah, 14.
Total?
Yep.
Something is chucked at you. And it doesn't look like you're going to be able to catch it.
Oh, okay.
And everyone else is witnessing this.
And I want to try to help.
Thank you. Well, thank you for trying to be involved and not look at your phone. Uh-oh.
Oh, can I? Oh, I can't. That's a 1, boy.
I fix it.
That was crazy. Alright, hang on.
Got a big roll. You betrayed me.
13. Dex saving is...
Wow, she's pretty
Dex
dexterous.
saving. What was it? 13, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18.
Okay.
Do I save it?
So instantly, as it was kind of in the air, that sort of the huh, ah, and then you both kind of like huh, and then you're standing outside Castleback Street in front of your apple tree, holding a vial of Dragon Fairy coffee.
Oh, he's got it. He
Yeah,
got
he
it.
caught it instead of it shattering on the ground.
You want this?
He wasn't shitting. He went and grabbed a vial of Dragon Fairy coffee he had.
Oh, that's how it's made, guys.
Like chocolate ice cream.
Beans.
Should I put that in the bag of holding for right now? And Corvac could use it in his time of need.
You want to try to catch it again?
I don't think so, no.
Like a crack addict. You
It's
got
just
like
like-
vials of it. You want to try to catch it again, huh? I'll smoke it off the ground. I don't care.
I'll fucking lick up the dirt.
Oh, you're wasting it. Open the bag of holding, and I want to take a basketball shot into the bag of holding.
I open it to try and catch it.
You know, it's still going to fall 10 feet in the ground once it's been chucked in there, because it's a 10-foot by 10-foot cube
Uh-oh.
that it has access to the top of. So you're essentially just
Gonna
like...
shatter it in the
Yeah.
bottom of the bag of holding.
Don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, so I give it. I'm gonna give it to you, Korvac, and you do what you please with it.
So you can include in your inventory
I think this was meant for you.
a
He's,
vial of Dragon Fairy coffee.
he's mine back.
Can I
Don't worry, I'm not.
My precious.
I mean, it makes more sense to him have it, not when like, hey, I need, this action immediately. Mac, reach into the bag of holding, find a specific vial, and throw it
He
to me.
puts it in a crossbow like a vial shot and goes.
That's not how you drink coffee. I got a venti for Korvac. I'm Korvac. Ow!
Turn into like a
It's
gas
so
and like
fucking hot!
Alright, and I think there we'll take our break and we'll be back.
I didn't think you were gonna give it to me.
Me?
No, I went, Alex.
I
thought-
gonna go buy it.
It's like that'll be all my income goes into Dragon Fairy coffees from this point on.
Nah, he just kind of wanted to fuck with you a little bit. He did give you the option to fuck it up and, break it and lose it forever.
He did.
So it was 15 to do it, then 17 for someone else to cash it. So
Nice.
I rolled at 18. Nice.
Barely.
we'll be back.
No.
this YouTube video today,
No, you weren't.
and an ad came on. And at first, I thought it was just like a joke ad, like a haha, you're supposed to laugh at this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a serious ad about this dude trying to sell like this jewelry, and he's just like, you know, man, I'm not here to like fuck around with you guys. He's like, if you don't feel like you're getting the customer service you should from these guys, then you can ask for me. But if it's just like, oh, I didn't get my discount, don't waste my fucking time. You know, it was like a 4-minute ad, and I watched the whole thing, and I was laughing so hard. It was great.
I love those like great hometown ads. I love that like Thomas didn't know about Appliance Direct until that showed up one night, and then that was like,
No,
yeah,
Appliance Direct is great, man.
yeah. I'm like, welcome to the mythos of Orlando.
Oh, it's so great. I love that, man.
But yeah, this is what the guy looks like.
I haven't seen Appliance Direct commercial. in a minute.
Understandable.
So I'm gonna force you guys to watch this after.
Nice.
That'll be our preamble to Arkham Horror.
Exactly. Some New York Italian man like rambling about his jewelry business, and you can tell like it's so clearly like he's like keep looking over at the script.
As you do.
Like it's just through and through bad acting. But you know he did his job because I'm here talking about it to you guys. You know, so good marketing, I guess, right?
Just like The Room.
What?
Like, oh hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh hi, Mark. You don't know this. What's up?
The Room is rated one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh, wow.
But because of that, it's like comically beautiful to watch.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
But what's crazy is like the story of the people who created it.
Oh,
so
okay.
much so that James Franco made a movie about the creation of it.
Yep.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And this guy was just like, gonna win Oscars for sure. And like he did everything bizarre. Like it was just like, hey, most people just rent a camera and like all the equipment. No, I will buy the equipment. And they were just like, why? How do you have this money? He never.
Oh yeah, nobody knew where the money came from.
Nobody knew where any of the money came from.
Just-
Nobody knew why he was just willy-nilly spending it.
Like the Count of Monte Carlo.
Also, nobody knows his age.
750.
He kept saying he was the same age as his friend, who he still makes movies with to this day. But like he's definitely at least 10 to 15 to 20 years older than that guy.
Yeah.
He's like, we're the same age, Mark. It's just like, no.
Are you getting strapped in, man?
Alright, I'm rolling for a surprise attack on Cormac.
Okay.
I win. Damn. Perception.
Cutting words.
But like,
On which one?
Which one?
so I got a plus 11 on stealth, right? That's what that's my
Oh, fuck, you do?
attack modifier.
Oh fuck, you do.
So that'd be like a 26, bud. Does that hit?
Shit. It does.
Corvac, you have shield in your fucking ring.
It's not enough, dude.
Oh god.
Okay.
Question.
Yes, sir.
If I force feed somebody seeds and then do plant growth on them,
Oh my god, I feel like we
could
got
I
this.
fucking theoretically grow a tree out of them? Could, like, killing them.
Dude.
I would have to ritual cast it for 8 hours, I feel like, to get a proper tree.
I want.
And that person is just going to remain there.
Dude, if this checks out, I want to make an artificial druid where you shoot people with seeds and glass black growth.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
The instantaneous effect caused everything to be overgrown and thick.
Yeah.
And then they must spend 4 feet of movement of every 1 foot, which is even more than, like, difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So this is a heavy toll, which means we're talking at least 4 to 5 times, like, normal vegetative growth, you know? So, like, yeah. The 8-hour thing is just enriching for, like, plant yield.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
this orange?
Orange flavor in my tom-toms. So, yeah, I'd allow that.
Nice.
But you'd have to force them to swallow seeds. You have to grapple them a little bit. It's a lot of effort for something like that. Sounds
Well,
like
you
a
could
good
just-
like torture scene
yeah,
tactic.
yeah.
Oh, fine sprouting out of your stomach.
We got Marty camera.
Marty vision.
Can you flatten the mic?
Whoop.
There you go.
That way they can hear her purrs.
Well, good to know. I'll
But-
keep that in mind.
You find yourself centralized within the castle. It would be. Fuck. My memory serves like sun has just shortly risen, right?
We were supposed to see the first man by noon. We left. We like.
No, that all happened last night.
I know, but we went to bed, right?
Yeah, but you woke up in the middle of the fucking
Yeah.
night
Yeah.
and had late night little fucking snacksy poo with French before they went to bed, and then they're like, all right, we'll expect you and the first man sometime.
Mm.
And then you guys went and traveled, and then you did your skill check, and then you had to hunt her down, and then you had to have all those conversations. So I want to say it's probably about shortly after sunrise.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Does that jive with everybody? Anybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, castles above with life. Breakfast is still being served.
Oh, not purring right into the mic, please.
It's alright. She's done it before.
I know, I feel like that's gotta be loud.
must tell secrets of the government.
Alright, yes.
What's for breakfast?
You make your way to the cafeteria. Big Mama has made an assortment of breakfast burritos, as well as home fried potatoes with roasted peppers, and then there's your standard blackjacks, waffles, fruit, kind of thing.
I have a lot.
Understandable.
Burrito sounds good.
She comes out, notices you guys are back.
Oh my god, cat.
I know, she's such an attention whore. isn't
She's
she?
like, please pet me.
What have I done? Big Mama, approaches the table and goes, "Oh, wasn't expecting you all back so soon. I'm glad to see you all home and made it. Well, was expecting Cringe down. I think he might have been still anticipating your guest."
As far as we know, he's still coming, but
Would you like me to send it to him?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Sure. She goes away into the kitchen, sends for Cringe. You guys pile high your burritos and your accoutrement, your food of choice. She's such a whore, right?
Oh,
Oh.
you embarrassed her.
She'll be back
She'll be back.
in greater numbers.
Yeah, I was going to say that same thing. Then shortly after, Cringe comes.
how's it going, Crunch?
Well, he comes with a big plate of food, as does Rainy Savor, April. It was, we were entertaining our guest. That's why we hadn't come down.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know where that was from, but keep going.
Yeah,
Oh, because there was a frog, and I was like, I think we're like in the Feywilds again. Let me fix that. Just have conversation about it.
yes, our guest, the one that was walking here.
Yes, he arrived
That's right.
recently.
Mhm.
He's in the study having tea.
Oh, of course.
But while he is not famished, I am, and I could not miss burrito day. Well, breakfast burrito day. And he just starts digging in.
Yeah.
And Big Mama kind of slugs him on the shoulder a little bit. Oh, making me all embarrassed again. It's like I made the pulled pork ones just like you wanted. I'm like, oh, of course, Big Mama, I couldn't miss them. Sorry, we had a ally visit. Oh, right. I had heard something about that. I didn't know he was someone that demands such attention.
You know, the way Crunch talks about you, Big Mama, I think he's gonna take you away from us again one day.
Oh, Mac, why do you think I'm always anchored here?
God. Yep.
Yeah.
She's trying to point. Well. It went well, our little trip, that's for sure.
A new ally is made.
Oh, yes. Yep. He's already helped us. He's...
Something we would
In
never have
what
thought
way?
of.
Well, Grinch, we're not a smart group of people.
Collectively, or you three?
Collectively, us three.
Oh,
Yes.
understand.
Well,
But Korvac, it's my turn to use the
That's
brain
different.
cell.
I like to think of myself as intelligent.
As would we all.
yes, but you know Keith and how agreeable he is.
Yes, quite. You
Yeah.
asked him to not let Malin interfere?
No, our friend did. I suggested we lock the door with glue.
Kind of just starts like...
I suggested that only me, Korvac, and Stoff should be able
So
to...
the man who had access to all the magical vaults
Hmm.
of beings and magic of all untold power wouldn't have any universal solvent lying around.
Yeah, see, I've never seen Universal Solvent,
Like
so I
this,
figured
like
it
it
was
on my back.
very rare.
Do you have any universal solvent?
Yes, I do.
That's right, I did give you both. A lot of people usually just give one.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like, here's the universal glue.
Yeah.
No solvent for you, though.
So, yeah, a great bit of help, that's for sure. And, excuse me, it's been a very distracting and good meal. Where are we going again after this, after we speak to the first man? Were we visiting Vulcan, or were we...
I don't think there's anything pressing at the moment.
No.
Just kind of checking off the backlogs.
Stoff wants to go.
I want to go to the North Shores, or an area off the North Shore.
Have you been? Our friend...
I've explored a lot of the what's around out of bounds area,
Yeah.
as one might say.
Yeah. Our friend told us
I've-
if we need another jacket, but I feel like that's a little underestimating, I think.
High winds in brisk cold air.
Hmm.
It's a lot like what you experienced when you were fighting those frost giants.
Okay.
However, a little brisker and a little windier.
That should be good, right?
My god, Nanlayer, wear a layer or two.
Could you imagine?
Stoffsicle.
Just put some moss in your skin and then plant growth it.
Yeah, exactly.
We could just, like, skin your children. Child.
Question, when you
Hey,
plant
I
growth...
get to talk ill about Hulk.
I have to actually know, do you think in your world, when you plant growth, is it rapidly absorbing and then magically being replenished, the nutrients? Or is it like something else?
It's not rooted in his skin, Josh.
But if he's plant growthing, it has to be attached to something.
It's the fur. It's interwoven with his fur and all the gunk and shit in his fur.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's what I was going off mentally.
Yeah,
Because I imagine he is a gross man.
I
Yeah.
am. It's all like snarly and knotted.
I love that meme where like somebody sees Bigfoot, like it's Park Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh my god, it's Bigfoot," and the guy fucking comes over, he's like, "Oh my god, it's Tiny Wiener."
Yeah.
And then like they go to the fucking, it's like later and it's at the Park Ranger's office. Like, "Hey man, did you see anything interesting?" He's like, "Shut up! I don't want to talk about it."
I do
Yeah, I
recall
just
that.
remember. I just imagine that's what you did to everybody who saw you. "Oh my god, are you Bigfoot? Oh my god, are you fucking asshole? Shut up!
Yeah.
Have
I'm
like
outta
a
here.
bath day with stuff, like just clean them.
Don't do it.
Don't call it that.
Yeah.
Hey, let's have a bath day.
That sounds
Prestidigitate.
Call it a spa day, like every normal human being.
washy day.
Hey, you want to take a bath with me?
Hey, I call a spot a bad thing.
Okay, bud. So,
You guys take
Thanks.
baths like once a week,
Thanks.
right?
hopefully not.
Yes, police officer, I agree. I will comply.
You mean Kappa?
That's what you mine
So-
out the ground.
I imagine you guys go over everything that
Yes.
you have learned
Yeah.
and discussed.
Let him know.
That still raises the question of what that army's an idol for. Maybe they're waiting for us. Maybe they're waiting for more friends. Maybe they're waiting for the next move. A lot's waiting for a hat to drop, it feels like.
Yeah.
You were about to say something.
Yeah, you want to see something cool?
Always.
The Green Emerald.
My god, where did you get that?
The Fae.
What is it?
Fae Eternal, right? He's an Eternal.
Yeah.
Fae Eternal gave it to me. It's
That is so vibrant with life. I've never seen anything such the like. It's crazy. It's like so green and bespeckled with white.
May I take a look at it? I
It
guess.
feels very warm, but not in an unpleasant way. Almost as if you've dipped your fingers into the earth just a little bit.
I like hold it up to the light. What does it do?
it
It's covered. It's overgrown with moss and a little bit of like plant growth, thicket here and there. Just speckled with like a little bit of fungi, so it's got that like speckles of white on it. But it is several different shades of green and full of vibrant energy.
if me or one of my allies are fallen in battle, I can use it to immediately have them stand up.
Mm.
With
They have-
immediately with gusto.
They need to also be within proximity,
Yeah, within proximity.
which you gauge to be about 30 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Felt that.
Very interesting. I give it back.
No,
Yeah.
that's quite all right. Well, with that
The
we
blood
have a.
chrysalis is like, no. Take a look.
Oh, wait! I'm having a second opinion. And I look at it.
And he goes and he feels it, and like, you feel almost like microfibrous, like etchings when like you feel it. Like you feel like your fingers are really doing it a once over.
Ah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
It's like little hands in the fingers.
Yeah. This is untold life potential, Korvac. Yes, it could do everything it says, but it could also do so much more.
More?
Potential life growth, plant, human being. I don't know. What
Would
are
it
you
be able
thinking?
to exceed the bounds of true resurrection?
I don't think it's capable of something like that.
Okay.
It's more sort of raw potential energy
Mm.
in a sort of bioorganic form. Giving life back to something that immediately lost it. Or maybe,
Creating new life?
or at least helping life along the way.
Hmm.
Something that should take a while, maybe
was a little faster.
It's an untapped well of potential. Be on the lookout for opportunities, I think.
Okay.
But this is quite literally a gift close to that of a god. I almost wish... I know you would never, but I almost wish I could ask you to take it. But I know you're a good man and would never, and that's why I picked you.
Alright, Mac.
That's how impressed I am by this.
Mac, put it in the books. It's almost godlike.
Almost godlike.
Yeah. I hand it back to Stoth. Thank you.
Yeah.
My foreskin is so stretchy. Flying, that's where he pulled it out of before. Mike and
God.
Viper hands touched it.
God.
You're never gonna be clean again, Corbin.
Never.
Why don't you have a bath day?
My birthday, once a week. I gotta schedule that forward.
It's 6 days away.
You had a jungle cat, it would clean you every week.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
That's 2 days a week.
It would never get a hairball. Not for me, anyways.
All right, can we progress, gentlemen?
Yes.
So, keep that on you, for sure. Anything else new? What do we think about this mission information with Malin?
I still think he's a lost cause.
I agree. I don't know much about him, but I know he needs to be stopped.
Well, I mean, excuse me, I've seen some of the things he's done already, but it's probably one man that I almost feel like I don't want to come back. Does that make sense?
I don't think you can turn a man of that. Of someone who's gone as far as he has
Malin?
to normality, yes. But it does give us the potential to neutralize him. Maybe make him give up.
Civil war amongst their own kind.
That's true.
A war amongst his masters. A war for 2 fronts for us.
I agree, exactly.
Well, that's something I hadn't considered.
He's not going to take it lying down. And not all his gifts come from him.
Yeah. That's true.
Potential. We'll have to attack them when they're alone. Maybe add some fuel to this fire in some way or another.
I like that.
Well then, unless anybody has anything else, I've finished my coffee, I've had my breakfast. I think it's time to move our conversation to the study.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should meet the first man.
We sort of did already.
Yeah, but very briefly.
Don't expect anything much more. Yeah.
Go, guys!
Hello. Now that we are in safety of Prince's Castle, what are we doing food-wise? Because I figured time to order that, huh?
What do you guys in the mood for? I could order Domino's, Chipotle.
I can go either one of those. I mean, Chipotle always hits.
Like Miller's.
Looks like Domino's.
That's what 12 means?
Yeah, because everything above 10 was answer A, and everything below 10 was answer B.
Oh.
Why would you do it in that order?
I got a 1.
Not 1 to 10 and then 11 to 12 for A and B.
My father is dyslexic.
Okay.
I might have a bit of that.
That's a 13.
I think it's more the flipped coin philosophy.
Yeah.
That when you look in the flipped coin, your heart secretly decides what you actually wanted.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's roll the 100 then. Or
Well, that's part of it.
80.
3? What does it matter? You know it's above 50.
3.
But double like double numbers, you get it as a reroll, right? Is that what you're going for? Like 88, reroll.
83.
Yeah,
I know, but if he did 88, I'm just saying.
But he
That's
didn't.
what- that's why it mattered.
But he didn't.
But that's why it mattered.
Oh, 88.
Oh, well, we roll it then, bud.
71.
Well,
Oh, fuck. That was the exact roll you needed to get for Soth to die.
Wow.
fuck.
That's a bummer, dude.
It happens.
I'm
bud.
sorry about
Alright,
that. Don't roll 71 on the D100.
I'll go home now.
We talked about it.
Just goes to your room.
Please, my room?
Yeah, your room.
That's not even the right room.
I go into the closet that's in the bathroom. Just sit there for a while.
You know, your person who used to inhabit your room slept in like his closet the last few nights he was there because he was that afraid of me. Apparently, I found all the bedding in the closet.
What would that have done?
I assuming I guess I was too retarded and like a monster in like a Dark Souls game or something. I wouldn't have checked the closet.
And I'm like, oh,
I must have escaped.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm here to kill him, but I can't search a closet. Maybe, I guess, if the doors opened, he would have, like, anime guide. Like, yes, all I need is the time I get from awakening from the door being opened. I can react exactly as much I need to get away from a person inherent to kill me. I'll grab him by his throat, start choking him, deflect the knife out of his other hand, headbutt him, and then I'll probably scissor kick him up, and then karate chop him in half.
easy.
3
Yeah.
pizzas, cheesy bread, and then habanero mango wings.
Sure.
Mango. Nice.
This will put us in a right proper stupor for Arkham Horror. Let's go ahead and get that started, bud.
006.
So, 6.
600.
No, bud. D100s don't go above 100. It's 6. Oh, fuck, wait.
18. I'm right. That's what that means.
What did you roll?
Initiative. Persuasion. Persuasion.
3, though.
Yeah, man. So,
It's golf rules, though.
Yeah,
because
guys.
It's Wednesday.
15.
I have chicken bones. You want to use that?
Excuse me?
His actual bones are made out of chicken.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
Where are we?
you make your way through your castle to the outside so that you can trigger your rings and magically whisk your way up to Crinch's castle. You start walking through the corridors towards the study where most of your meetings take place when you're dealing with Crinch. Library bookshelves adorn the side, a raised platform in the middle, multiple lounge chairs, several portraits,
And a blackboard.
and a blackboard that is actually actively filled with scribblings and writings and words that have been scratched off and lots of chicken scratch actively on it. And then sitting on one of the lounge chairs across from it is the first man, sipping from a cup of tea, and his adamantium shield has his visor just ever so raised so that he can sip tea through it.
Nice.
And you can see just a little bit of his lips, but nothing more. Right. He gestures towards the blackboard. It took some work, but we got the gist of what's going on and why he's returned.
Oh,
What's up?
Essentially, he found out that both demons and devils are pooling on the cusp of all the world. Almost as if
all the world.
our world.
Okay, I was about to say, you're making it sound like a big ass horde.
It is.
Oh. Okay.
An invasion of our world this level has never been even considered or pondered. The first man can put a heavy dent in it, and he will. He knows a lot of the locations. But they coincide with weak points that we know the rifts have been created upon further research. I don't think this is a plan with Malin, from what we can gather. They've done their own research and found the weak points and think they're exploiting them unbeknownst to this man. And yet, he's doing it, almost welcoming it. From what we can gather, with the knowledge you've told us, it appears that he's just letting the floodgates open. Letting all hell break loose.
See, we don't need this. So, because what if the gods want to get involved? Because this is definitely an overstep on their part for sure, and we can't have gods and demons battling it out on this plane.
Gods can't. Not currently. Several of their divine locations and their prayer points have been absorbed by the rift as well. And that's how they were able to find the magic necessary to block them out. The same worship that has been giving these gods powers for over 100 years has now also provided power to the device blocking them. Quite. We know now more than we did yesterday. And we're still in it the same way we were yesterday. Nothing's changed. Only the stakes.
Yep. Demons invading our world. A bomb thing that can blow up and cause a winter.
Mac, can I
Yes?
speak with you alone for a moment?
Absolutely.
And he kind of gestures you, and you guys kind of start walking outwards into the hallway, up of the spiral staircase, out into the garden outside. Along the way, he's having a conversation with you. Mac, I fear something awful has happened.
What's that?
He also has a glass of wine. The curator and I, ages ago, had a backup plan. We called it a reset button.
Okay.
He kind of laughs, but in an eerie way. Like he's almost unsettled by it. It was supposed to be a weapon. A bomb. An end-all, be-all. A Deus Ex Machina, whatever you want to call it. We've seen so many Pangeers fall to unstoppable forces that beget the dissolution of other Pangeers. So, as the curator does, and I do, we did what we did best and planned a backup plan. If something were to ever happen, we could press a button and everything would burn. Not to the level of these creations from another world. Something else entirely magically induced. I don't know what the curator thought up. I merely discussed principles. But I think the curator went through with it. We had a drunken night of talking and discussing. I know it was weakness, and I know now it's foolish to have thought up. I mean, I might just be thinking that because there are monsters at play that can use it in a way unfathomable against that I never thought of. I used it as a chance, as the last chance for the last man alive, to get even for the thing that killed it. So that all the worlds before us that perished for nothing could at least have salvation in the final moment. I think the curator created it at some point. He's hinted towards it once or twice. But he kind of almost feels ashamed. With him gone, I can't verify it and I don't know where it's located. But that coy bastard, he only has his time. If he could have thought it, he would have made it. It's somewhere out there. And this might be what the Praetorian had referenced.
And now that the curator's gone, it's a race now, isn't it?
To find it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would he hide something like that?
Only an Eternal would know. Go ahead! Write shit down!
Do you have any theories on what you think it might be?
Much like the Praetorians, the curator kept dead drops everywhere, hidden in rock, locations he could instantly teleport to. It could be anywhere. The depth of a mountain, the core of the planet, in the middle of one of the moons. I have no idea. But all I know is I think he used our concept of using the fuels of, well, everything. Arcane, divine, fae. To fuel a sort of funnel that led to just the burning of everything. It's checking out now more than ever with these rifts showing up. And if he's been taking energy from all of these locations for how many years, he's probably got a lot stored up. We know a lot of it is blocking gods and other beings from getting to us, but heaven knows what else is being used for.
Where do we proceed from here?
We look to our allies. We find where to go next. We be on the lookout. And if we think they're on the trail, we trace them. And we attempt to get ahead of them. But above all else, the less that know about this, the better.
Kind of gets me thinking, not to be morbid, but if we don't win, do you have a backup plan?
What do you mean?
If we can't...
We all have clones, and they're all scattered. Including you and your friends. I don't know if they're mature enough yet. Coming any day now. But there are clones. But nothing off-world. We can't play our 100% if we don't have our skin in the game. back against the wall time. It's everything or nothing.
I'm used to working with my back against the wall.
That's what we're all about. And most importantly, everything's been against us thus far. And we've come out on top. That's what we're used to. Keep a bright head. Keep your eye out. Keep your mouth shut. It's at this time. Unless anybody has anything else, I think we'll probably a good time to wrap it up.
That seems like a good place for Mac to end.
Does anybody else have anything they want to do? Something's about to happen, but it's gonna lead into a bunch of other stuff, and I don't know how much longer we have. Every time we've ordered a pizza, it's been like shown up in like 20 minutes.
No, this
Yeah.
is Domino's, which is historically, it's already made and like getting picked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. I think,
I mean, yeah. If there's anything, you guys are still in the study. Everyone is getting gathered and being brought upstairs for kind of like a sort of
I do kind of
celebration.
wish I still had my glamour fucking. I had a glamour armor piece that could be like, now my armor looks like that. Now I'm gonna be sitting in the study and be like, mimic his armor.
Who's?
First man, just to be like, hey, it's pretty cool, huh?
I kind of have
Points a
one more
shotgun
thing,
at you.
and then we'll end.
What'd you say?
Kind of have one more thing. If I don't do it now, I won't do it next week.
What's that?
Speaking of keeping my mouth shut, Crunch, I have to tell you a sin of mine.
Mm-hmm.
When I visited Naboo.
Naboo?
Naboo!
Lisa, no, go to Naboo! When you went to Naru.
Naboo, my apologies. I always keep calling it Naboo.
Continue.
I saw the secret. I saw the secret that I regret selling.
Which one was that?
I said that you were getting ready to retire.
At this point, April kind of walks up and starts putting some wine out on tables. Oh, Mac. He's been telling me that lie for years. I mean it. This is it. The last adventure. After this, the boys in the world have it, and everyone's united. There's no need for a keeper to keep a balance. And she looks at you. If you believe that, you're as gullible as I am. And she puts out, it's like, I know I've told you tons of times. But I mean this, our farm, our quiet little spot, I know just the place. Things will be fine. Then he looks at you. Mac. I know you, and I trust you, and I know sometimes you spill other people's guts, but I trust you and know that if you do, it's to a greater good, and it's to plan.
I thought it was.
Just like you didn't know Hubert Mann was a member of the library. That everything he told to him was a secret he immediately acquired and brought to me. I've known, as I have every secret you told. I have my secrets, you have yours. We play our games. But at the same day, we're both doing it to keep everyone safe, yes?
Yes.
And you had no malcontent, yes?
At the time I thought I was doing it for the greater good. I still want you to know I'm ashamed to have done it.
And I lied to you about your father so that you'd save your father. We all play our games.
We
And
were
it
much
hurts. Every time. But sometimes the game has to be played.
You play it a lot better than I do, though.
I've been doing it a lot longer. And I have a lot more experience. And I do trade the knowledge I do to you so that you don't have to suffer the consequences that come with that. You just have the knowledge.
I just know I want to reach a stage that when I make those sacrifices, it is truly for the greater good and not faint.
Everything you did was. Your father's back. The great evil is dead. You used the secrets of Narub to cause peace in many cases where there shouldn't have been. You have done the greater good. You all have. Your father's coming up. Every month, we all like to get together, have a nice little dinner party. That's tonight. Generally convenient that the first man's here, but everyone will be coming up. Put on a happy face. I am. There's no harm here, friend. Son. I love you and everything you did is fine. I know it was used against you, but the only thing that's been used against you is what you what you carry guilt on in your soul. And I tell you now, bear none. We all play our tricks sometimes. We all have. We all still are. I know I am. We all have flesh in the game somewhere.
It's hard for me to vocalize it. Surprise, I know. I do see that weakness in myself. And there's the part of me that wants to correct that weakness. But there's that part of me that doesn't want to correct it for the full reason is that weakness is what makes me what I consider to be a good person.
I've never met a man that didn't have a weakness. You can correct 1,000 things and still have a flaw. The pursuit of perfection is a flaw on its own. At the end of the day, if you can lay your head to rest knowing you're a good man, and you've done your best to do good on others, what more do you need?
That's true.
It certainly fills the void a lot more than vats of gold could ever do.
It's amazing how quickly gold stops having value once you can just create it in absurd amounts.
Is that going to affect your position? Absorbing Darian's assets?
No.
Good. Always have a goal. Always have a future. Always have a tomorrow to get to. And until then, make it happen and help others achieve theirs. That's what the Grinch Foundation's always been about. Now, your friends are coming up. So whatever we've been talking about, if you don't wish them to know, it's time to wrap that up. Everyone being gathered, we're about to have dinner.
Yes. We have a dinner party to attend.
Oh shit, not dinner. Lunch.
Lunch.
Yeah.
A lunch party to attend. Brunch!
Precisely.
And then, I imagine at this point you guys join us.
Yep. And if there's anything else, we'll wrap it up then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty good. It wouldn't be brunch though. It'd be like
Second breakfast.
dinner.
Remember, you guys spent a long time going over stuff.
True.
It wasn't just you guys going up, like you guys discussed everything that happened. he explained everything the fucking first man went through, like, you know, a lot of non-verbal discussion, you know. Well, I mean, verbal, but non, you know, for the stream.
Yeah. Is that man okay?
I'm doing like a single point. So
This
it's
is
like,
what Brian thinks we look like, Josh.
it's all like in one fucking thing, and now it's turning into a man.
Hello, good hunter.
And then eventually, you know, something else. Boom. It's life, man.
We're slowly ruining this man.
Honestly. It's getting good over here.
Yeah, I like all that's going on. I love that has caused like a darkness on this page every time you swing it over. Thoughts before the pizza man gets here? Before we end the stream? Concerns? A lot of lore dropped that episode.
Yeah.
Like I said, not a lot of heavy stuff lifting, so we can save that for Arkham Horror tonight.
When I was holding the emerald,
Mm-hmm.
did it appear to passively radiate an energy?
Yes.
I want to run
A warm and a good one.
I want to run an experiment on your boy.
Me?
Can you trust your boy not to lose this for like a week?
Are you thinking?
Oh, you think he's gonna like grow up a little faster?
Yeah.
It's not radiating that much.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you're not getting the sense that it's like radiation levels of like immersion. It's just kind of like that's what the overgrowth on top of it is.
Okay.
Like, you know, you can't scrape something off. It's gonna grow. The moss will grow over this thing again. But like that's not gonna transcend to the point of like keeping it close to you. It's just its outer layer.
Gotcha. And also, did we discuss whether or not this is a one shot dealio or it's a one shot dealio? Okay.
It's a large bank of potential energy.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Josh? A penny for your thoughts.
He do so much, baby.
You all seem to have a concept like immediately brew as soon as it was said.
I was like, create life, Marduk simulacrum.
I mean, you still have that fucking. You have discussed that before. You still have all of those things you could do with that.
The rope.
Hmm?
I thought he was given the rope.
He was.
That's not enough.
I mean,
Who's to say it wasn't? He
Yeah.
just hasn't had stuff happen.
Right.
You guys haven't turned that leaf. It's not going to happen necessarily without progression.
Right.
Well, when you said like it makes freaking like give life to something that was just like destroyed,
Yeah.
it's like, well, if the fucking nukes ever go off,
Garden of Eden creation kit.
yeah, kind of like give back life real quick.
Fallout style.
Yeah, that's how I was envisioning it.
I always keep thinking, is the Gek something that actually exists in Fallout, or is it just one of those like, yeah, this is something we've created to rebuild the Earth? Because I don't ever remember it being utilized.
The Gek?
Yeah.
It's utilized twice. In Fallout 1 and in Fallout 3.
Yeah. I remember the Gek being in 3. I did not play 1.
Blair, in Fallout 1, that's the whole reason why you go out, because your guys is, you gotta go use a Gek, right? Or like the Gek's not working or something?
I don't remember the end of it, but it's a water chip that filters the water inside your vault goes bad, so you get sent out to like hunt another one.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. But yeah, the Gek is what you guys used because it's to make the water clean at the end of Fallout 3, isn't it?
Wow, that's very Anybody watch Trigun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a long time ago.
It's been a long time for me too, but I remember they had, like, some towns had that machine that was just like, this is all the wildlife in the entire region, or some shit like that.
We're getting the water as much as we can. Well, I think on that note,
That's it.